Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are gonna be doing our next, so I guess the third iteration at this point of our nesting vlog, and I went a little hard on Amazon Prime Day. So as you can see, everything has kind of just been collecting here until I've been ready to kind of like open the packaging, see what all there is, and kind of just like sort things into piles at least, or if I have a basket available, put it in the basket. But there was one thing I wanted to mention, which I got a couple of messages and comments which were so sweet after the announcement video. So thank you so much for the sweet wishes and congratulations. Same to all of you. I noticed there was a couple too that said they were also expecting, so that's exciting. But the thing I wanted to mention, so I did this for myself, and I'm so glad I did because I definitely would not have gone through all the steps. So through insurance, you can get usually a free breast pump, free storage, milk storage bags, and like a couple other things. So I went to Airflow. I'll put like a little picture of the logo. I think it's literally was just the website was called like Airflow breast pumps, and I saw this on TikTok. But you go there, you put in your insurance information and your doctor and due date, and then from there you can see what your coverage is in terms of like what breast pumps are covered, what is like subsidized, so you might be able to have a collection of things but like pay a little bit, and same with a bunch of options. So completely free, they shipped it to me. They handle all of the back work of working with your insurance company, with your doctor to get the prescription that'll have the coverage, all of that. So total game changer. I would not have gotten this honestly if I would have had to call the insurance company and ask what the coverage is. I absolutely hate sitting on the phone. I hate sitting in waiting rooms. I hate it. And especially I feel like just like so many, all things insurance are a pain 90% of the time. So I will put the thing and like link it below because I think like I want to like scream it from the rooftops. I want everybody to know about it because it really like is that much of a game changer. So I ended up getting the, which I know people will have thoughts, but like I'm trying to take the affordable route here. So my insurance covered the Spectra, and I ended up going with the pink, which is the one that is not battery powered, but it's plugged in, and I got it completely free from my insurance. So that is why I got this. The blue Spectra, which I've heard good things about, that one I would have had to pay like 25 bucks in addition to the coverage, and I didn't feel like doing that. So I got the pink. I wasn't that bothered by like the plug-in part versus charging, just because I think I will only use this at home. Not like on the go necessarily. I think I would either, if that is something that like ends up needing to happen, then I'll get a wearable one. But I also did get the Haka and the Mandela hand pump too, just for like other options. And 3 things of Motif breast milk storage bags. So there's 100 in each of these, so 300 for free. And through, I don't know what kind of like provider option you might have, but I also got 3 online classes. So there was a couple on breastfeeding, a couple on like newborn sleep that I signed up for. And so they're just, I had one of them and an instructor and then like, you know, Zoom participants. But it was still interesting, and like I'm glad I got it for free because that one I probably wouldn't have been like, it was good and like informative, but not necessarily something I would want to like pay out of pocket for. So I'm really glad I could use my insurance for that. All of that to say, clearly I'm excited. I'm glad you guys are excited too. Having everything kind of like documented along the way. I love looking back, even at some of my old vlogs when they don't actually feel that long ago, but when I like look at the apartments we lived in and like how I had the room set up and stuff, it's fun to look back and see. So I thought especially this part and like this new chapter will be really fun to look back in like 5-10 years even, or like she will want to watch it, which would be fun. So I thought we could go through most of the stuff I got on Prime Day, which I do have a spot on my Shop My of like everything I got on Prime Day if you really are curious to see, and I'll link that. And now we can finally get to the opening. So a lot of these things, I'm taking them out of the packaging, but of course before we use them, we will wash them, sterilize them, all of that. But more so I'm just kind of trying to like do a little bit at each time. I also have the Kikaru changing pad, and that I got on Facebook Marketplace for like 50 bucks. You guys, if you are not going to like your secondhand baby kid stores, you must. for like clothes, and especially if you do like a little research in terms of like brands you like for clothing or like toys or whatever, and like keep an eye on those. I find that makes it so much less overwhelming once you go in and you just like everything explodes, it feels like, when you go in those stores. But also check Facebook Marketplace. I feel like there's so much good, used, nice baby things there. And so I have definitely been doing that. The dressers that we have in the room downstairs that we're gonna use, both of those are like vintagey finds, but like from Facebook Marketplace, I think, or like antique store. And the crib, as you saw, the Stoke Mini Sleepy is how it's set up now. Also, I got on Facebook Marketplace with the extension package, which would be almost like $1,000, and I think I got the whole entire thing for like $600, and I didn't have to do shipping or like anything like that, which a steal again. This stuff is expensive and it's just a lot, and so I'm trying to do like a little bit at each time and get a deal where I can. Wanted to share these because I feel like Vanity Cream is not a very well-known brand in terms of like clean ingredients, all that, just because it's not like a trendy thing. But they have a baby line, and so I got the cleanser and the lotion that's like the most sensitive. And so I thought for sure, like beginning days, use these for clean, but also protect her skin and keep out any of the icky things like they have here. But I'm gonna use this cutie little like diaper caddy thing, but I'm gonna start, I think I'll do like bath stuff in one just so it's organized in the same place. And there's so bath and like health, I guess, like the nose sucker, the medicine pacifier thing, and we'll start there. But there's so many like breastfeeding things, and so I think I also have like this basket here. I think I'll start by putting a lot of that here, just again so it's in one place. I honestly might need a bigger basket than this. We'll kind of see as we go. And then like here's kind of the postpartum stack for now. This is the micellar water that everyone talks about, but for the very sensitive skin. So this one also, no fragrances, no nothing. It's like a true just mineral micellar cleansing water, not with any of the additives, but it still is that Micellar brand. You just kind of have to like read a little carefully. This I got on Amazon, and then the Vanity Cream stuff I got from Target online because they were also having a big sale on the same days. But I checked my Target in person, didn't have this kind. They only had like the regular fragranced version. So just to like be careful when you're reading the labels. I also got the Tubby Todd, also fragrance-free version. It was a set that was on sale for Prime Day. So, because I did think it'd be good to have like a couple of options, you know, rather than just one. Like maybe if one doesn't work, then like two, that is annoying. Like I'm sure it's cute when you open the box the right way, but like I don't want all this. Oh, I did get like travel size for these, just to one, like for travel purposes. I thought that'd be nice, but also to just like test. And if I like it, obviously you can buy like the full version. Okay, so here's the organization so far. In the diaper caddy, I have like a formula, bottles, and bottle washer, and then those are like some disposable bibs, bath products, kind of like medical things. This one is like breastfeeding accessories, and then like the 300 bags in the Spectra. And then this one is kind of like miscellaneous things right now. I have all of these pacifiers that I did have them in here, and then I got a couple more, so I need to find like a better way to store them, maybe like a little bowl or something. But those, once I have those, something to put those in, I think I'll put them like right here. Okay, I feel like we're at a good stopping point today. Baskets are set up, kind of organized, and then like postpartum stuff over on this side, and then a couple baby books. And I feel like that's a good stopping place for today. It's time to bring in the rug pad and rug. So this has like a grippy back, and then it's just like the felt on the front. And I got 5x7 for the rug, so this is like basically that. Here's the rug. I absolutely love the rug. I think it's so cute. Kind of like garden, farmer's market almost feel. I love. So you just gotta wait for like the rug pad. There's a couple kind of like ridges, I feel like, for the rug pad to kind of just like air out, and same with the rug. But so happy with this. It's super soft, and it's nice having that extra layer from the pad. Everything is looking so lovely and clean. I'll give you a little spin. So here we are once we're inside. So cute. And then a little crib over there. And then the rug really makes it feel like a real room, which is so cute. One last thing is I do want to bring down the changing pad. This dresser is where we're doing the changing stuff. And then that one will have some of the clothes, so we'll get to clothes organizing. I don't know if it'll be in this vlog, but maybe in a different one. But I'm gonna go get the changing pad. And I do feel like there's room for like a tiny basket over here for lotions and potions and things. And then it does come with a strap. I don't know if I want to use this yet, so we're just gonna kind of like leave it with it just in case. Cute. Aww. That's adorable. Just got back from a little home goods run, and I got so much good stuff, especially for the nursery, and I want to show you it. But I also wanted to talk about this little guy. So this is the namesake, one of their gliding nursery chairs, and I got it on Facebook Marketplace. It was more than I wanted to spend, but it was still like, you know, $400 less than it would have been if I got it online. So yay, another Facebook Marketplace find. But I'll show you the home goods stuff. And then I also have out lots of like baskets, drawer organizers, that kind of thing, because we're also going to get into moving. Right now, my clothes are in the dresser and in the closet, and we need to move those upstairs to make room for the baby's clothes in the nursery. We have Inspector Gadget here. These frames, I got them for $6.99 at Home Goods, and they are like compared at $25. And I did go to Target after to make a return, and looked through their frames, and they were $25, which I was kind of like, that's funny that that's the compared price they had. And I did like the Target one a little bit better. That was this kind of frame color, but I think this wood tone will go well in here with the other mixed woods we have going on. But my plan is, I got 4 of them. I have 4 kind of watercolor floral prints coming, and I think they should be here tomorrow. But my plan is to kind of do them like across this wall. And we need to do the valance, the curtains, and clearly the chrome molding. We are not just leaving it like that. And then I also got this mirror that I thought would be like the perfect size for in here over the dresser. Obviously, we'll hang it on the wall. And I think I like it this vertical way rather than horizontal. I just like the proportions with the size of the mirror and the size of the dresser. But this was $30. And it has kind of like an antique-y wood color. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm kind of just going to wait and see how it looks once it's up. And if I don't like it, I'll just paint it plain white because then it'll go with the trim and just kind of like the lighter theme we have going on in here. For lighting, I do want to get a floor lamp to go near the chair. And we need to get like a little side table for the chair, but all of that's still to come.